Yeah, full name is Wolfgang Fritzen, and I was born 12th May 1975 in Germany. Well, when I left Lathallan, I continued my normal school life in Germany and finished school, and then I went to university, studied the law in south of Germany. Then I started in the banking business, and then I changed in the M&A business in the energy sector, where I now lead a legal department in Essen, which is a city close to Düsseldorf. I cannot really remember, but I remember that I read a lot of English books by Enid Blyton. When I was young, we read these books in Germany, and these children there always went to boarding schools, and that sounded interesting. So I started asking my parents, because a boarding school is something not very common in Germany. But I asked, and well, then they probably saw their chance, and they told me what it is and that it might be a good idea. And so one thing came to another, and finally I said, well, perhaps it's a good idea to come over, and that's how it happened. I still remember very well because it was very exciting for me. It was a direct flight from Düsseldorf to Aberdeen, which doesn't exist anymore, but those days it existed. And then I arrived at Aberdeen, and I think Mr. Hurst was his name. He then picked me up at the airport and drove me here. And I was on my own, no parents with me. So the farewell was done at Düsseldorf airport, and then I was on my own. It was raining, it was dark, and it was, from today's perspective, it's a small building, small castle, but when I was 12, it was a big castle. It was, I was shy when I came. Yeah. Peter de Jong was his name. He was, he was in his last years, I think, but he was very long-term headmaster. He was with his wife, I remember very well. This room as well. Yeah. I remember Mr. Heslop, who did craft design and technology, which was very easy for me because I didn't need to talk. So I liked that very much. And I remember Major Singleton was his name. He was a very an authority, we would say, in Germany, an older man, but he was impressing me. But I don't remember what subject he taught us. Well, the usual subjects everyone had. So it was physics, it was English, it was history, it was sports, Latin, maths, everything. Yeah. And it was good because you learned the vocabulary of each and every subject. Yeah, I didn't really take part in the lessons, because in Germany we had different things we were working on, so it was hard to catch up with the other pupils. But just sitting there and listening and trying to do the homework was good to learn the language. It was I think late March when the summer term started, but it was called summer term, and that meant short trousers. Shorts. And I didn't understand it because it was cold. It was freezingly cold, but the school uniform was short trousers, just because it was summer term. In Germany we would never have worn shorts at that time of the year, in these temperatures. But that was something I remember. Sure. I see you do that still, taking pictures of the whole school. That picture from 1988, summertime 1988, I have in my office. And I brought my tie, which I found in my cupboard, the school uniform tie. Well, that's hard to say because it was just a summer term, so it was not a full school career. But it certainly showed me that it is worthwhile leaving the comfort zone, and that has helped a lot, of course, in the career. So doing things I'm not sure if you really can cope with. Just try, go there, even if it hurts, stay there. That's some kind of things that I learned. It's not easy, I can tell you, but I have a very good impression now, after having met Headmaster and Nicola and Mr. and Mrs. Kerr. But still, it will be not easy to fly home tomorrow morning. Yeah. I would certainly recommend it because it is a small school, not so many pupils, and I mean the site is fantastic. The building is fantastic. I mean, you see, I bring my own child. I wouldn't do that if I wouldn't be convinced that it's a good idea. So it's a great place. It touches me very much. It's strange. Many memories were faded away. Were not there when I came here, but now when I walked around and I see the rooms, they come back. So it's really a strange feeling, and I wasn't sure what it would make with me when I left Germany today, this morning. But now I'm really happy that I came over and had a look at it, and it has changed a lot. And still, it hasn't changed at all. So it's a good feeling.
I'm Jakob Fritzen, and I'm born at the 9th December 2007. In Germany, I go to a normal school, so not a boarding school, and I have 2 brothers, and my grandma lives very near me, so I can visit her daily. And I have a dog, and I like sports and meeting friends. I watched the Harry Potter movies, and they inspired me to come here, and I want to learn English and meet new people here, and also I want to see a school in Scotland. My best experience is that I took part on the Lake Garda. It's the biggest of the world in my boat class, and there are 1,000 sailors, so it's very big race. After Lathallan, in the first week of the summer holidays in Germany, I will go sailing with a friend, and after that I will go sailing with my family the 2 weeks, and in the last week I will go to Kiel, in the north of Germany, and there I will go sailing with a friend. And it's very sunny and it looks very nice here. It's near the sea, the view is great, and everybody was fine to me, so I'm looking forward for my time here.